Hello students of class 12, welcome to my next online class. So this is the continuation video on the same chapter, that is AC circuit. So in my previous class we have come across LCR circuit and the resonance condition. So in resonance condition we have seen when capacitive reactance becomes equals to inductive reactance, then this resonance condition takes place. Now when this resonance condition takes place, the impedance becomes very minimum, that is equals to R. Now the circuit behaves like a pure resistive circuit, right? So what was the formula for impedance for LCR circuit? That is Z equals to XL minus XC whole square plus R square. Now when XL becomes equals to XC, this term will become 0. That means we will get Z equals to root under R square. Square and square root will get cancelled and we will get impedance equals to R. That means here the resistance will become very minimum. When it becomes very minimum, the sharpness of this resonance becomes very high. Okay, so let's see what is the resonance condition here. So in resonance condition it has been seen that XL becomes equals to XC, or XL can be substituted by omega L, XC can be substituted by 1 by omega C. So omega L equals to 1 by omega C. If you cross multiply, we will get omega squared equals to 1 by LC, or omega equals to 1 by root LC. What is omega here? This omega is resonant angular frequency, right? Omega is denoted by resonant angular frequency. Next, now this omega can be substituted by 2 pi f, right? Or f equals to 1 by 2 pi root under LC. This is the linear frequency. Okay. Now you see the circuit, that is LCR circuit, is in resonance condition. If it is in resonance condition, so what is the nature of that resonance? So what is the sharpness of that resonance? Okay, so that is being found out by quality factor. So quality factor determines the sharpness of resonance. So this is a quality factor graph. You see, I have plotted omega in x-axis and I on y-axis, that is I is the current and omega is the resonant angular frequency. So when we plot omega versus I, then we get this type of curve, right? So these are the points, that is omega and omega 2. This is called half power frequency. That means at this point the total power of the circuit becomes half, and at this point, that is omega 0, that is called resonant frequency, angular resonant frequency, and here sharpness is very high. Okay, the current is very high, and at this point, at omega 1 and omega 2, at this point half power, the current also falls root 2 times, means 1 by root 2 times. Okay, so you see, if this will be very small, that means this is the bandwidth, that is the omega 1 minus omega 2, this is the bandwidth. Okay, if this thickness will decrease, then the sharpness will increase, where omega 1 minus omega 2, it is given by R by L. Omega 1 minus omega 2, it is given by R by L. You see, this is the formula. What I have done here, omega equals to omega naught by omega 2 minus omega 1. This is the formula for quality factor. So how quality factor is defined? The quality factor Q of the series LCR circuit is given by ratio of resonant frequency. Resonant frequency is omega naught, okay, to the frequency bandwidth of the resonant curve. Now what is the bandwidth? Just now I told, that is omega minus omega 2 or omega 2 minus omega 1, both same here. Okay, so higher frequency minus lower frequency, you can do it in this way. So omega 2 minus omega 1, where omega 2 minus omega 1 is given by R by L, right? So in place of this, if I substitute R by L, L will be going up. So from the formula it is clearly seen that if the resistance, if it is very less, like if the impedance, if it is very less, then the quality factor will be very high. So clearly the smaller value of R, larger is the quality factor and sharper is the resonance, and more nicely this inductive reactance and capacitance reactance will get matched up, right? So this is what quality factor determines. It determines the nature of sharpness of the resonance. So power dissipation in AC circuit. So how much power will get lost in different circuits? It has been seen that in LCR circuit the maximum power loss is higher. That means you can say the power loss is higher, or it is maximum in LCR series circuit. And power loss or power dissipation, it is given by Vrms Irms cos phi, where cos phi is the power factor, right, which is equals to R by Z. Next, it has been seen that in purely inductive and capacitive circuit, the power loss is 0, and the current flowing in that circuit is said to be as wattless current, right? And in LCR circuit, at resonance condition, it has been seen that the power loss is maximum, okay? And wattless current is given by IRMS sin phi, and power fact component is given by IRMS cos phi. So you see, in purely inductive and purely capacitive circuit, the power loss is 0, but in case of LCR circuit, at resonant condition, power loss is maximum, right? And in those case, wattless current is given by IRMS sin phi, and power component is given IRMS cos phi. So you see, it's given as P equals to VRMS IRMS cos phi. This can also be written as 1 by root 2 E naught or V naught, we can say, and IRMS equals to 1 by root 2 I naught cos phi, or root 2 into root 2 half, that is half I naught V naught cos phi. So next we have choke coil. So choke coil is a coil which is made up of copper and aluminum, okay, and it is being wound on the iron core, and the power factor is given by R by ZL, that is, you see, ZL is given by R square plus omega square plus L square. Now you see, in this choke coil, it has been seen that the inductance is very high and resistance is very less. So this is the speciality of a choke coil. So in some applications we use choke coil rather than using a normal wire, because in a normal wire the resistance will be very high and it will pass a less current. So some cases we use a choke coil there, because as the resistance is very less and inductance is very high, so we see that the power loss is nearly equals to 0, right? Now you see here, if in case of ZL, if I substitute here R square plus omega square plus L square, that is XL square. Now here, if L is very high and this resistance is very less, right? And this is very less, now we don't consider this one to be as exactly to be as 0. R cannot be 0 as it has some resistance, so there will be some heating loss. That means the energy will be lost in terms of heat. So here we use a laminated core, that is this iron core which we use in the choke coil, that is being laminated, okay, to reduce the further heating effect and the also hysteresis loss. So this was all about choke coil, and the impedance is given by inductive impedance, that is R square plus XL square, or R square plus omega square L square. So one numerical question: an alternating voltage of 220 volt 50 Hz is applied to a circuit containing a resistance of 5 ohm and an inductance of 0.02 Henry connected in series with each other. Find the current through the circuit and potential drop across resistance and inductance. So you see, when you are reading the question, first you see what are the components or what are the circuit is being present in here. Like for example, the voltage is given 220 volt and 50 Hz, that is frequency is given here 50 Hz, right? It's applied to a circuit containing a resistance of 5 ohm, that is resistance is given here 5 ohm, and an inductance, that is L, is given by 0.02 Henry connected in series with each other. Find the current through the circuit. We need to find here current first of all, and also we have to find the potential drop across resistance, that means we have to find VR and we have to find VL. So these are the things we need to find, and these are the things which are given. So first you see, in order to find this current, we have to find its impedance first, right? So it is a ZL circuit, that means inductive impedance we have to calculate. So root under R square plus XL square, or R is given directly in the question, XL is not given, so XL can be written as omega L, or omega can be written as 2 pi FL. So 2 pi F as it is. What is F here? 50 Hz, and L is given by 0.02, that is 2 by 100, right? Or 2 into 50 is 100, 100 and 100 will get cancelled, that is 2 pi ohm. So let us keep up to here only. Now at last we will substitute here in ZL. Now XL we got 2 pi ohm, and ZL will be, that is root under R square. So how much is the resistance? 5. So 5 square plus XL is given here 2 pi whole square, right? So 5 square 25, that is 4 pi square. Now if you calculate this one, 25 plus 4 into 3.14 whole square, and if you find its square root, then you will get the answer, right? So here 3.14 into 3.14 multiplied by 4 plus 25, so 64.43 will be getting here. Now when you find its square root of 64.43, will be getting here 8.02, right? Nearly to 8 ohm, right? So nearly to 8 ohm we will find here. Now you see, sometimes if it is more than 5, we need to write this decimal also, right? So directly 64.43, if you round off 64, square root of 64 is 8, that is clear. But after point, if it is more than 5, that is here it is 43, but if it is more than 5, then we will be writing the answer in decimal only, right? So we have to write with that 10 will not convert it. Now ZL we have got. After getting the ZL, so what is the formula for I? We know V equals to IR, or I equals to V by R. So that is V is given here, and ZL, that is how much is V here in the question? It is given 220 volt. So 220 by ZL you will substitute 8, right? So if you divide this one, you will get the answer, that is for current. So 27.5 ampere is the current. Now after getting the current, what we have to find here, you see. So first question was to get the current, then after that VR. VR is given by I into R. So I is given 27.5, and what is resistance here? 5, right? So 127.5. Next we have to find for inductive voltage, that is voltage drop across inductor. So next for VL is given by IXL. I is 27.5 and XL we got here 2 pi, that is 2 into 3.14. Now when you calculate this one, you will be getting 27.5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3.14. So 172.7 volt, right? So this is our required answers. That means current we got. After getting the current, it will be very easy for finding the potential drop across resistance and inductance.